Hey everybody, how's it going? John here. What if I could scroll soft portrait design and woodworks? How's everybody doing today? Did everybody enjoy the anniversary show for YouTube at Jeff? Did everybody enjoy Jess's anniversary YouTube show? Those of you who made it. If you did, there was one winner pulled on the wheel of everybody that showed up, and they get a custom desk sign by me. Well, I'll be working on tonight. I contacted the winner. The winner was Mike Kim from Dances with Aardvarks. I contacted him, and he said, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate it, but save yourself some shipping and give it to somebody who I think really deserves it." And he said, "Liz."
Oh,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
We all
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
I contacted Liz and told her the situation. She's like, "Oh my God, okay, yes, can you do something for me?" Sure,
Awesome.
I can do something for you. So there you go.
Cool.
That is very cool.
So I'm going to work on Liz's side tonight. So hello everybody, welcome in. Who's Larry, Herb, good to see you, Herb, Jesse, Bill Ellis. Bill, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. What have you been up to? Lee, what's Lee up to? I'm working on Scroll Expo. Cool. And on the panel with us today, we got Annie and Connie and Joe. How's everybody
Hi,
doing?
everyone.
Hello.
Pictures of everybody. So how's everybody doing?
Well, I don't look like that.
Neither does Joe or Annie, so it's okay.
They get closer to it
That was
than I
good.
do.
I like that.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, Liz.
Look, there's
There I
Liz
am.
right there.
Congratulations,
Hey.
Liz.
I got lots of light in my face, though. Whoa.
People have seen what I really look like many a
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
And I'll be live tomorrow night.
and it's better to look at this picture.
Yay.
So
I don't
are you
know.
are you live painting or live crafting or what? What are you doing? What's your live tomorrow?
We are playing tomorrow night.
We're just doing. It's a game night.
It's
Oh,
a game now. We are playing some things that I haven't seen anyone else do. So I've got like 3 different things that we're going to be doing. There's going to be winners. I've got all that yarn. So I'm going to give some of that yarn away. I've got some other things too that I'm giving away.
Oh,
So
you're doing like rock paper scissors. Looking between
no.
1 and 10.
Oh,
Left hand,
sure,
right.
John. For you, John. I'll play rock,
What's
Rock, paper, scissors.
just
rock,
like
paper, scissors.
like on Vegas vacation. Like on Vegas vacation when he went to the cheap casino,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Left hand, right hand, right? It's 50-50 odds.
No, we're doing some other stuff. You have to have your thinking caps on, but not too much. Just a little.
Oh, God.
Uh,
Man,
No.
what are you thinking? It makes
It's
my
more of a
brain
true and
hurt.
I'm gonna do a true and false one.
Oh, okay. I can do true and false.
And I'm doing what was the other one? I can't remember that. Well, I have 2 other ones. I have them written down. And I've got all the questions ready. So
so
and
now, just out of curiosity, because I've encountered stuff like this before with other people's trivia shows and stuff. Well, the trivia is only geared to American, and the answers are
oh
wrong
no,
by the.
oh no, a couple of these are Canada and questions. So no, they're not geared to a country. A few things for Canada. There might be a few things for the United States, but most of it is just common things.
Knowledge.
Common knowledge.
Oh, well, who's gonna answer those?
Well, hopefully someone who has common knowledge.
Well, I'm really happy she didn't say common sense because it's not so common anymore.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
No, these are I asked Ron the questions and and they were fine. Some of the stuff he knew, some of the stuff he didn't know. So,
Cool.
and I'm going to put the winners of each game on a wheel, and then I'm going to pull like 5 winners off of the wheel.
So we need a full house, people.
Yes, I need a full house tomorrow night.
So,
Well, we need at
on-
least 5 people.
so on Jess's show last night for Bingo 2.0, there was
Uh-huh.
48 people in there.
I know. That was cool.
I was shocked.
I was shocked that nobody actually wanted to bid on yarn. That blew me right out of the water.
I just want to bid on yarn.
Me too.
I have a discretionary fund.
I left before she did that, so plus I probably wouldn't have anyway, only because I've got a lot of yarn that I don't like to just buy. I like to buy it for a project. And since I got all that yarn for free, that's why I'm giving some of it away. Okay, Herb.
Hi, Herb. I've missed you, Herb.
Me too.
I heard.
All right, so this is what I'm working on.
Looks awesome.
Oh, I like that.
That's gonna be
Liz,
better when it's
you're
done.
so lucky.
She had some input on it, so that's okay.
I
Cool.
love the script on it.
Yeah, I just get to pick and choose whatever I want to do. So, where was that? Oh no, I was on. That was by writing too much, wasn't it?
They saw me. What would be considered common knowledge? Turn
Well,
signals are to be turned on before you turn. Oh wait, that's not so common anymore either.
Do you guys want one sample question?
Yeah,
Sure.
it doesn't have to actually be one of the questions, but just something.
Well, it can be because I've got hundreds. I've got hundreds of them. So I'll
Okay.
just ask you guys and then take it off the list. Give me 1 second to pull it up.
No, leave it on the list. We'll see. We'll see who remembers it from tonight.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, remember, Connie, we're all getting elderly.
Okay. Let me pull it up. Okay, do you want a true or false one? Or
Whatever you
Or-
whatever you prefer. Doesn't
You
matter.
pick.
Whatever you prefer.
okay. Okay. What is special about these words? Job, polish, and herb. Anybody?
Well, they all have different meanings for different ways to pronounce them.
You're on the right track.
Like for example, job and Job, polish and Polish, herb and herb,
Okay,
Herb.
stop there.
but they're all the same
Stop
names.
there because what changes job to Job, polish to Polish, herb to herb? What changes it?
A,
That's
The,
cap-
the
con- the context.
a capital letter.
capital letter. That's it.
Oh,
It's the
Because
capital
Job is
letter.
also a name. Polish is proper pronoun, and
Yes.
herb is a name.
Yes, that's it. So you guys did okay. I'm sorry, Herb.
Oh my God, my brain hurts.
Here.
don't make me think like that. Jeez,
Okay,
you're making me you're making me use a different part of my brain I'm not used to using.
okay,
That's
I'll do
the
one
whole
more.
point. We need to
Okay.
exercise our brains more. Besides creatively, I mean.
Okay, here I am. Or this is another one. One more. This is it. Turn me on my side, and I am everything. Cut me in half, and I am nothing. What am I?
Okay, repeat that.
I'll repeat it. Turn me on my side, I am everything. Cut me in half, and I am nothing. What am I? I'm sorry, guys. Your
A
brain
bucket.
hurt.
A bucket.
No, not a bucket.
Mm,
A string.
Nope. Maybe these are too hard. Oh my gosh.
Oh, let me think here.
I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it?
You're making me use my brain.
Mine. Yes, I.
oh my
I
God, are you serious? I just
I
looked up the
love
answer.
riddles.
Oh my
Huh?
God.
What?
I just looked up the answer. It's just too simple. Wow. Okay.
Okay. What is it then?
The number 8.
Yes. You're not supposed to cheat.
Infinity.
Cheater!
Got me in half, and I'm 2 zeros. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Yep. Exactly.
Cheat!
Well, it's well, no, because I'm racking my brain here, going, what the hell? And I looked it up, and that's
thought
too
about
simple.
infinity.
Hey, Kevin, how's it going?
Yeah, so we bring Google with us?
Hey, Bethy.
Well,
Let's try to
Um,
keep it honest and not use Google.
yes.
Well, yeah.
John.
John is addicted to Google. John looks up everything.
I'm a
John
good
is
fact-
John
Well,
is
no,
Dr.
no.
Google.
I prefer to fact check stuff. That's what my
And-
problem is.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with it. That it's more knowledge.
I do the same thing.
I look stuff up on Google all the time, just random things that pop in my head in the middle of the night, and I have
Yep.
to get up and look it up
Yep.
because I will literally have thoughts in the middle of the night that I can't get out of my head. I don't know why that is.
Okay, I got one more. Sorry. I
Okay.
have so many. I have hundreds
Oh
of
my
them.
God.
Okay,
Entertain
one more.
us.
This is a good one. Okay. A red house is made from red bricks. A blue house is made from blue bricks. A yellow house is made from yellow bricks. What is a green house made from?
Glass.
Yes. See, I knew you guys would get that one.
Yeah, LNS, I'm having that same problem. Yes, I am. I don't mind, but this helps to stretch the brain. It's actually good for us.
Yes, it is. Yep. So, John, I need to know where you guys get your wheel that you use, or I'll have you or Jessica do the wheel for me tomorrow. One of the two.
Okay, actually, if you go to
I found it once and then I couldn't find it anymore. It keeps bringing up ones that I
Yeah.
don't want.
Google picker wheel,
Picker wheel.
and you'll find it.
Okay.
That's all it is. And then you just go in.
Picker.
Yeah, picker wheel, and then you just go in to you go into the settings and change your colors and change your center. If you want a logo in the center, you can change your names and how you want them displayed and everything else. Whether you want, and when you do the wheel draw, you can pick how long it takes, what to show when the winner's picked and like that. Yeah, there's a lot of settings inside of it. It's called picker wheel.
Well, I just pulled Picker Wheel up and it wants me to buy it on Amazon, so that can't be the right one. So,
Oh no,
what
it's
it
free.
sells.
It's free.
Pick her.
It's not. You don't even have to download it. It's a tab application.
okay. Pickerwheel.com. Is that it? Yes,
I believe so.
that's
yeah.
it. Yeah, it is. I found it. Hey, I've used it before. I knew I had used it before. I couldn't find it. Because on it I have Connie, Betham, and Greg, and Dutchman, and Liz, and who else was that? Natty, and something handmade. Yeah, freehandly made. So I've used this before. I knew
Nisi.
it. Okay, good.
She's been really
Thank you.
sick.
Who has been?
Nisi.
I know. I saw her in Mishi's. Was it Mishi's? Yeah.
Hello,
I did see
Jason.
her.
Welcome in. I noticed
Hi
when she
there.
did,
Hey, Jason.
but little man, he pulled some good grades this semester.
Oh, I got to tell you something. So my little grandson went to the spelling bee, and one of his words was field, and he accidentally mixed up the I and the E.
Oh,
Oh,
But that's okay. He'll do it again next year. Because he knew how to
it's kind
spell
of
it.
fun.
He had they give him a list of all the possible words. He knew
That
them
makes
all.
that
He just mixed up the I and the E.
Got nervous or something.
Mm-hmm.
How was you all taught to remember that?
Well, I know what it is, but it's the E something. I can't remember. how
before
you
E
say
except
it.
for C, sometimes Y.
Yes, that's it.
And W.
Yes, and W.
I cannot remember that still, or believe it still sticks in my head after all these years when I'm writing, and I'll stop. It's just that split second pause, and then your brain picks it up.
Well, just like when I'm spelling Wednesday, I always spell it Ned Wednesday
Wednesday, yep, that's how I do it.
because I could not remember for the life of me.
You know what
So-
you just said, didn't you?
Ned Wednesday.
Yep.
Well, that's how I do it now, but I never, for a long time, I couldn't remember. And then I finally figured, and I just figured it out. I'm like, Wednesday. Okay, that'll work.
They taught us that in the second grade, I think. Second.
Nobody taught me that. I just did it. One day I'm looking at
It
it.
was one of my teachers that taught that to us.
Yeah. And then my kids learned a different way how to tell how many days are in the months. But you want to know how they taught me? You take your fist, the top of your knuckle is 31 days, in between is 30,
See.
except for February.
I-
So you go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And you know exactly what months, how many days are in the month.
I can never remember that. I always had to say it like 30 days. That's September, April, June, and November. All the rest are 31 to February. 28, 4
That's-
years. 4 years.
Right. That's how my kids were taught. But I just look at well, I know now, but I used to look at my knuckles. I'm like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and I knew.
Well, you do better than me, Connie, because I have to look at the calendar every month to figure out what the last day is. Except February. February, I always.
Well, even today, okay, so Ron even asked me, he goes, how many days are in February this year? And I'm like, 28. I said, you always know because there's only 20. Leap year is the general election year. Remember that, and you'll always know. So
I have
My
one niece who was born on February 29th.
oh, I had okay, so this is really weird. Okay, so this man and this woman that I used to know, they were born. Both of them were born on February 29th. Okay. Then they got married on February 29th. Okay. 4 years later.
You can't ever forget your anniversary if you do it.
4 years. Listen to this. 4 years later, they gave birth to a set of twins on February 29th. 4 years later, after that, she gave birth to her other son on February 29th. None of their pregnancies were induced. She just went into labor.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So she gave her twin boys Corvettes for their first
I want her to adopt
fourth-
me.
no, their fourth birthday, which was when they turned 20. No, their third birthday when they turned 16. Was it 16? It's 16 to 3. No, 12, 16. So their fourth birthday. The parents gave them both Corvettes.
For
Well, they
their
did.
4th birthday. Wow.
Yeah. So they did auto body shop. They had an auto body shop, and it just so happened that they had acquired 2 Corvettes, and so they completely redid them, painted them the color they wanted, and everything. That's how they got them. Jason says, "I'm back. Scroll saw February."
Well, cool, Jason.
I am telling you, I have been completely lazy. I have slept pretty much off and on all day. Don't know
So
why.
did Joe.
Really,
Joe
tried
did too.
to-
Joe did the same thing.
I got up at 7:30. I went back to bed at 11:30. Got back up at 2. Fixed dinner around 4. Went back to sleep at 4:30 and slept until 7.
Well, Joe,
And to
I
be
love her
honest
heart.
with you, I could go in there and lay down right now and go right back to sleep.
Well, I love Joe's heart. We were playing bingo and she fell asleep right in mid sentence.
Really?
And I'm like, Joe, are you there, Joe? And I could hear her son and her son's dad talking, and in the bedroom, I guess, because they weren't talking to her, they were talking to each other. And I'm like, Joe, like 6 hours later, she finally responds. So yeah,
It's just been one of those days.
yep. I don't take
Major
naps,
Jack-
guys. I do not take naps. If I start to doze off, I get up and do something. I do not take naps.
No,
sleep.
I took some gabapentin because I was getting electrocuted, and it
Yeah.
knocks me on the ass sometimes if I take more than one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
sleep.
I'm guessing I didn't win bingo because you didn't message me and say you won bingo.
No, I said apparently neither one of us won because I didn't see your name. Yeah, she did that to you too, Herb. Yep.
Yeah. Well, he's done it to me before too.
Right.
Tilts his head back in his chair, and that's the last thing you know for a while.
Yeah.
See, that was my mistake as I sat down in my recliner.
See,
Mhm.
I sit in my recliner all the time. I sit here and I crochet and I watch TV and I play games on my phone and my dog gets up on my lap and wants loves. But I don't fall asleep. Like I said, if I start to feel like I'm getting sleepy, I get up and do something.
Well, I think it was the fact we just had leftovers, so I didn't have to think about dinner or nothing today.
Right. I'm doing well today. I'm
Yeah, I
dealing
remember.
with yarn barf right now.
Sleepy but good.
Yeah, I remember Willie telling me there was tacos. Was I going to eat? And I was like, not right now.
Yeah.
And I heard him, he said he was leaving. And I, okay, bye. He said he was bringing the stuff I bought from Walmart, the other stuff, tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so when I got up, I just made a taco salad, and I sat here and message Connie, like, so sorry. I don't
I'm
know
like-
what happened.
I'm
I
like,
usually
are you
don't fall
okay?
asleep mid-sentence.
I know. I'm like, are you okay? Ron's looking at me because I'm like, Joe, are you still there? Are you okay? I asked you, I said, how many numbers do you have? And you started to speak, and then that was it.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. She must have fallen asleep.
Yep, I did.
Do you all know what kind of factory makes just okay products?
Not a good one. I don't know.
A satisfactory.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
cool.
Boo.
Hey, I didn't have much time to look. I was like,
Hey.
that one'll work.
Herb, I hope you start to feel better. Whatever's going on.
Yeah.
I just had a sleepy day. I haven't done that for. Okay, so it's been that long. I can't remember when the last time I did that.
Yeah. Sending healing thoughts and prayers your way, Herb.
Yes.
We think about you every day, Herb.
Yes. Every day. It's not fun being sick.
No.
I know
No.
Ron has had a couple of days. Okay, so when he got home from Utah, he didn't tell me he was having chest pains for a week. He didn't tell me. And he never took nitro until what day was it? Last Tuesday is when he finally told me, and I made him take one. And then 2 days after that, for 2 days, he didn't. One day he ate. He didn't drink enough water, and then on Sunday he ate a bunch of desserts at church and got sick. So
When will we ever learn? You can't do that when you're diabetic.
I have no clue. Well, I don't think he ever will learn because his dementia, he can't remember.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he goes, why can't they just make food without carbs? I'm like, they can't do that, Ron. It's up to you have to. And if I tell him, I'm like, put part of that back. You've got too much. He just looks at me like a little child, like, don't look and I'll do it anyway, type of thing.
Yeah. I'll do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Even at church, he's like, he comes back from the dessert table, and I told him just to get like one or maybe two small things. He comes back with a whole plate, and he sits it down, and I looked at it, and I looked up at him, and he goes, I already got it. You can't stop me now.
Like, yeah, I can.
Well, not in front of all those people. Well, what I did is I started picking it up off of his plate and eating it, or taking a bite out of it and then sitting it down in my food, because he won't pick it back up once I do that.
Yep, and that's the way I would have handled it.
Yeah, I ended up eating two of his things.
I
Well,
just
I
pick
ate one
leg-
bite off of each
leg-
one.
Now it's mine.
Oh, okay. So Ron is really, really bad about thinking that he can just rinse things off and just put them in the clean dishes, which is not right at all. 100% not right. And so I lick everything. And he goes, "You do that on purpose." I said, "Does it make you put it in the dishwasher or use soap?" Yes. Okay. Then
Yes,
when I got what I wanted, you to clean it. Especially in the morning when I do my bagel, he wants to just rinse it off. Nope. And he'll do the like ice cream scoop, and after he's done getting it, I'll come over and grab it and lick it. And he's like, "That's gross." I'm like, "Okay. It's better than you rinsing it off and putting it in the,
so mean.
I know." He goes, "You do that on purpose." Yes, I do. I know when I was young, I learned my brother would steal my food. So I licked everything.
I had a brother who was like that, and he would, if you even like waved your hand around his food, he would not touch it,
Yeah.
and he would get really irate with you for touching. I was like, I didn't even make doesn't matter. Your germs fell on it. Complete germaphobe. Who went on to go into the military. I was like, have fun with that. I said, you're not going to be.
Well, Ron's not a germaphobe, but if you lick something, that's just like that's he's okay with not doing it.
Yeah.
So, and my brother, he wouldn't touch my food if I licked it. I'd lick my toast. I'd lick everything.
Greg says, "Oh look, John using a scroll saw. How out of character."
He sent me last week. Hey, Greg.
You just missed
Hey,
it.
Greg.
Okay, I am going to pop out. No, I'm not going to pop out. I'm going to go off camera and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay? And I
Yeah.
have to
Okay.
I have to
Yep.
put my
Who was
I have to put
around?
my husband's phone on the charger because he forgot. I have to put his drink in the fridge because he forgot. So I will be right back. I gotta take care of that.
It got downright balmy here today. It was 55 degrees.
Hey, Greg, how's it going?
I opened the windows and the doors and aired out the house. Oh God, I can smell that vinegar. He's cleaning my coffee pot for me. I can't smell the vinegar. It throws me into an asthma attack.
I don't know. You said you opened up the house and smelled vinegar. What?
Well, no, I opened up the house to air it out, but I just got this big waft of vinegar. I was like, it shut the door so I wouldn't smell it.
What is outside that smells like vinegar?
Hey, when we had that chemical spill, I told Bill for a full 24 hours before they put it over the news that there was a chemical spill. And we was driving, and I was like, "Do you smell that?" He said, "What?" I said, "It's black licorice." And he's like, "I don't smell anything. You're crazy." And then we come home and turned on the faucet, and I was like, "You don't smell black licorice?" And he was like, "No." And then that night, they said there was a chemical spill, and you would know if it affected you because it was black licorice. But what I was smelling when driving along beside the river where it spilled into, that's what I was smelling.
The Zabuka plant, like it overflowed.
No, we were without water for like the whole county was well, there were several counties affected, but our whole county was without water for like 4 months. We'd have to go to central places to get water ducts with water. And I thought that was so hilarious. We had a guy that had a gas station just down the road from us. And the original owner was he was good with the community. He helped the community out a lot, and he sold it to his brother. And his brother raised all of the prices for the bottled water. He got slapped with a fine because they said price gouging tolerated during that time. And he was just sitting there shaking his head. He said, "I told you not to do it." He was charging like $6 for a 16-ounce bottle of water.
Oh, wow.
And I was sitting there going like, well, I walked in there, I looked at the prices, turned around, walked right back out. And he goes, "Did you need anything?" I said, "No." Yeah. I tried to support locally. There was a lot of business owners in the area that was really mad about that. He's the one, Joe, did I tell you all about that? He went on to buy a restaurant because he was interested in wines, and he kidnapped one of his waitresses and sexually assaulted her, and then took her back to work to her car
Oh.
and thought he was going to get away with it.
No.
That's what I said. It was just like, oh, I didn't even know about it, and I seen it. I was just scrolling the news page, and I stopped and like, and I used to work for this guy, and he was a creep. Everybody was supposed to find him attractive. I just thought he was a creep. I didn't work for him I think I only worked for him for like a month, and I was like, yeah, no. Come home, told Bill I had to find another job, so I did.
Well, Lee, why are you back here? You should be watching Robin. She's playing Fortnite again or what?
I'm assuming Fortnite is a video game.
Yep.
Okay. Anthony likes to watch those run throughs of video games.
It's different watching a tutorial to try and find stuff in a video game, but to just watch a video game, like to just watch somebody playing a video game, no, I can't do it.
Anthony used to do that with me and Andrew when we were playing video. That's what he wanted. He wanted somebody else to play it, and he would just sit there and watch it. Although he's perfectly able to play it himself. He held his, because when they were little, they had the Super Nintendo. And we noticed one day that when he played a video game, he held the controller upside down and backwards. And that's the way he played. You turn it around right and he couldn't play the game. He would just switch it back again. I was like, whatever works for him.
Are you crocheting tonight, Annie?
Yes, I'm working on my blanket, my green one. And then tomorrow and Friday, I'll work on my scrap blanket.
Why would you learn how to cheat? Why don't you just learn how to play the game properly?
Because sometimes you come to a point and you're like, you cannot figure out how in the world they
No,
expect
no. That's different. So what? Watching a tutorial to learn how to pass a level when you've tried it is different than learning cheat codes and learning how to cheat in a game. Watching tutorials to learn proper play and the proper maneuvers you have to do is different than cheating. Saying.
I don't know, Larry. Maybe he did find it distracting just with the buttons and, because the back of it was just flat. That could very well be. He doesn't talk, so it's kind of hard to figure out why he does what he does. But I've learned that if it works for him, just to let him be. He is a backwards kind of. He can recite the alphabet backwards faster than I can say it forwards. And he actually said his alphabet backwards the first before he ever did it the right way. Or
I can't even say it.
Yeah, I can't do it backwards. I can't do it backwards. And that was when I clued into what them constantly telling us that he was never going to learn anything. He was learning. He's just learning in his way, not the way they wanted.
Right.
And they're like, we can't do anything because he won't read. And I was like, he reads all the time. We have never heard him read. I said, he doesn't read out loud. I said, but if he can type on a computer and type in a website, he can read.
Yeah.
Who's this, Anthony or Andrew?
Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now Andrew was like his daughter. Andrew started reading when he was like 2.5, 3 years old.
Yeah,
And
that's
Laura started when she was about 2.5, 3 years old.
That's my grandson, Hudson. He started. He was already reading a lot of things, and then he started preschool at 3. And by the time the school that year was halfway over, he had read every single book the teacher had. So the next year, when he went to preschool, she told my daughter, "You're going to have to take him to the library. I have no more books for him to read."
Yeah, I still.
Oh, Greg, did you see what Greg just wrote?
Yes, I did.
I've been watching Bingo lately to learn how to cheat on a panel.
That's the way to learn, Greg, is just to get on a panel.
Okay, Greg, I have a live tomorrow, and I'm doing games, and it's not going to be bingo. So You better be around.
Come on
Yeah.
in and play.
We're not doing bingo, but we're going to play some games.
Bill's in there sneezing his head off. That vinegar's probably clearing his sinuses out.
What?
He's cleaning my coffee pot with white vinegar, and he's in there sneezing. I said it's probably clearing his sinuses out.
Oh, probably.
He shut the door so I wouldn't smell it because it causes me to have asthma attack. Hot vinegar. Cold vinegar doesn't bother me, but hot vinegar will. Have to be real
Well,
careful.
yeah, because it's the steam that goes up your nose.
When I make my
You all should learn that in case you get pulled over.
yeah, I had to stop and read that. I'm like,
What? Okay, so up before it says it's a glitch. To give
in
your
Grand
friends
Theft
a
Auto. I
car.
think in Grand Theft Auto. Maybe. I'm not sure.
And then he wrote, what's that word? SZYDE.
Zydeco.
Oh, Zydeco. Is that a medication?
Zydeco's music. It's a type of music.
Oh, I've never heard that word before. And glitches, so I can give my car to my friends. It's glitch. Okay.
ZYXW.
Oh, he's back watching Robin. And then he goes, I watch videos to learn cheats.
And it's a glitch to give your friends a car. That's why I think it's Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
GTA Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah.
All right. I've never seen that before, so thank you for the.
Greg said he went to PV Mart today
What?
for yarn. How could you do that to us?
So they got signs up at PV Mart. They're 30% off everything right now. I wonder how long that's going to last for, because the thing is, basically, they're liquidating everything in the store. But how long do you wait until the stuff is at 80%? Because
You
know
don't.
nothing's going to be left.
You don't, because
you
if you do,
don't.
the store's going to be empty and it's going to be slim pickings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you just go.
why? Everybody knows it's going to go down to 80, 90%. Why would you not just wait?
Because until
you
they
need-
start buying it, it won't.
That's right. It'll take them longer to get it there. And then when they do, it'll be gone. Or it won't be anything worth
So
having.
when should I go to PV Mart and get my yarn then?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You asked.
If you don't want to know the answer, don't ask the question.
If you have to wait a day or two,
There's a
go
woman
on
who'll tell you.
Saturday. The Saturday it's getting packed. I would go tomorrow.
Same.
You're
Having closing stores before.
Mm-hmm.
But beware, because that's how I ended up coming out of AC War with $300.
Oh, jeez.
I'm talking 2 bags so big that I had to have Bill go out and get in the car and bring them in the house.
Huh.
It's like, I can't even lie about it this time. You got to help me carry it in.
Ron just goes and is like, okay, do you have enough now? Are you
not
done yet?
It was 30% off just about 10% of things.
Yeah.
Jason, Bill don't complain. He just goes out and gets it. But I do try
Same.
to rein in my yarn spending.
Good night, Jason. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us, Jason.
I've been pulled over twice. Lynn, I don't know what your name is.
Ellen
Lee.
goes,
First one, the cop got fired because he asked me for a date, and that's the only reason he pulled me over at 3:00 in the morning. And the second time, it was my fault. I even told the cop, I was like, just write the ticket. I did it, just write the ticket. And he was like, serious? I said, yeah, it was my bad. I ran a yellow light. I knew I shouldn't do it, and I did it. I said, I was just bitching at my son's friends about this, so write me a ticket. He come back,
John?
he's just going to give you a warning.
John, did you just see what Greg said? He says it's
Yeah.
already 90% off stuff that's full price. That was full price. So don't wait.
I don't know.
Okay.
90% of stuff.
90% of
Oh,
90% of stuff
Oh.
is full price.
Okay, I read that wrong. Okay.
So they have
It's because of
they
Curly
have
Days.
them like, but the sign on the front door says 30% off entire store. So there's obviously a discount when you get to the till.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Annie,
hmm
my husband was a cop for 24 years. He got pulled over probably close to 400 times. He got 0 tickets. 0. I got pulled over. I've been pulled over about 10 times, 15 times maybe, and I have only gotten 1 ticket.
I honestly, I mean, he gave me a warning, so it wasn't a true ticket, but I deserved it. And as he was walking away, and I said, "Officer," he said, "Yeah," and I said, "Thank you for doing your job." And he was like, he said, "I can honestly tell you," he said, "I have never had anybody say that to me before."
Hmm.
I was like, "Why should I get mad at you for doing what you're paid to do?"
Well, the last time that I got pulled over, it was after we had moved here. We'd been here about a year, and I got pulled over. I mean, I was speeding. I knew I was speeding, and I didn't look at the cop's face because he came on my passenger side. So I just opened the window and I was looking for my my information, and I handed him my driver's license, and I said I can't find the insurance card, and he goes, "Connie, calm down." I looked up at him. It was our friend. He goes, "I know you're covered." He goes, "But you do need to get your license over changed to a Kansas license plate
Yeah.
license because it was still Utah." And I said, "I'm trying, but the laws here in Kansas are different from in Utah. I'm trying." I had to get a copy of my a certified copy of my uh, marriage license.
My
Never had.
sister had to have her divorce decree and her marriage license for her new marriage to get when she came back to West Virginia.
Yeah, but I had my other driver's license from Utah that has my name on it. When I moved to Kentucky, that's all they needed.
Yeah, it's I don't know why I don't even know when we started doing that, but I was already married by the time I got my license, so I've never had to change the name on my license.
Okay, so LN Scrolls is Lee.
Hi,
Yep.
Lee. Nice to meet you.
I said that. His name's Lee.
I thought that's what you said. And he
It's Lee
lives
guy.
in southern Canada.
He lives in Ohio.
Ohio? Oh. Okay.
I was going to say Southern Canada. Does that mean you speak with an accent?
Oh, yeah, I'm in Kansas. That's not where I'm from. I've been here for 5.5 years. I've lived in Kentucky. I lived there for 2.5 years. I did go to Ohio a couple of times. But I was born and I lived most of my life in Utah. And then as a teenager, I lived in Southern California.
He was asking, oh, Jess. So, yeah, Jesse. So, basically, the only Canadians in here right now is me, myself, and Greg. And then Robin's Canadian.
Yeah.
Who's the one? What's her name from Nova Scotia?
Is it Pixie?
No, no. Pixie's American. She's in Alaska.
Oh, in Alaska, that's right.
Yeah. No,
Dark.
she's from Nova Scotia. She's new to our channels.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember her name.
Crochet all the time. Oh, and Demetrius Canadian too. Naked
Yes.
Snail.
Uh-huh.
Yes, Lee. I am in West Virginia. Actually, yeah, really, really close to Ohio because I'm on the western edge, or
She's
what
a
they
mountain
call
mama.
Midwestern West Virginia is what they call it.
You're a mountain
Yes.
mama.
I'm a
Yes,
mountain.
Lee.
Narina, is that who you're talking about?
Narina.
No, not Narina. Oh, hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess. I just realized you put that on there.
Narina is actually Narina is Canadian too. So she goes by Leather or
Golden Age.
Crochet. I can't remember anybody's names on my wood show.
And yes, Lee. I guess Dorothy's from Kansas.
Taffy? Are you talking about
Taffy. That was her name. Taffy.
Ladybug, yes.
Yes.
And Moonrose?
Yeah, she's in Canada.
Oh yeah, Crystal Munro. She's in Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys might not watch her. What's her name? I met her over at Amanda's channel. She's in Montreal. She's a crocheter.
Mm-hmm.
Lee, I am right smack dab between Huntington and Charleston. And that's actually, I didn't know that for years, but it's actually the geological center between those two cities. I was like, okay, now we have a claim to fame. Besides the fact that Washington named our city.
Well, I have a claim to fame because of the Wizard of Oz, apparently.
Yes, everybody knows Kansas because of the Wizard of Oz. And corn.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Jason
Bill.
Schloff is from Red Deer. Man, gee, I'm forgetting everybody's today. What the hell? Yes, there's a lot of Canadians in here actually. A lot of people don't know about. Especially me, apparently.
I have found that probably 70% of the channels that I follow on YouTube are Canadian creators.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them I'm sitting there going, I've followed for years and then find out where they're from. And I'm like, oh, because I'm interested in the craft and a lot of them don't talk about themselves that much.
Yeah. I know a bunch of YouTubers that are crafters, DIYers and crafters that are from Canada.
Let's see, I follow artists, two artists from Canada. That's Josh Decker. One's a photographer, and it's just started painting, and Josh sculpts, does like metal sculptures and paints.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Charlotte Dobre, because you gotta have some Charlotte.
Yeah.
She's in Toronto.
I know. I love her content. Roll when you're listening to it. She's got such a, and she actually had a bit part in Mad Men
Uh-huh.
because she's an actress. But yeah, I like her content. What else is it? And Australians and New Zealanders as well as a few from the UK.
My niece lives in
Welcome in, Jess.
New Zealand. Hello, Jessica. Yeah, my
Hello.
niece lives in New Zealand, and her husband works in Australia. So every day he drives his car over to the airport, gets in a little airplane, and flies over to New Zealand, works, and then comes home.
That's a heck of a commute.
Not really. He works for the airlines. He's used to it. He's been doing it for a long time.
Hey, Jess, how's it going?
Hello.
I need
Sneaking
a
in.
break and I shall return.
Hello.
Another square done. I was showing Jess today because this middle, not the center, but the middle color is this ombre. I've got to the really dark. And it's almost as dark as the center, but not quite.
Wow. Let me see.
I've got almost half done. Half of my squares done.
That's
Well,
awesome, Miss Connie.
Well, maybe let's say a fourth, not half, a fourth. But and I had yarn barf I had to deal with.
Well, I wanted to pop in and get the banner up that says if you type sawdust in the chat, Nightbot will drop your link for you. That way everybody can connect to the new friends coming in.
Cool.
Well, yeah, I gotta add that Subscriber count too.
Just W count. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna show it to me.
Can do. But back to work I go. So you guys have a good night. Have a
You
good
too.
live, and I will see everybody later.
Tomorrow night, maybe.
Thanks for that,
Oh,
Liza.
absolutely tomorrow night.
Yes.
Absolutely tomorrow night for sure. Tomorrow
right.
night, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Art with Connie. Correct.
Yes.
Fun games, giveaways is what I hear.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Aha. Everybody in chat, make sure you go over check out Art with Connie. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yep.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jack. How's it going, man? What are you up to?
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Hi,
I'm
Jack.
Jack, I'm crocheting. That's what I'm doing. Maybe. I just finished another one. I don't know if I'll do any more, but we'll see. Knowing me, I'll just pick
It's
it
only
right back
9
up.
o'clock. Yes, you will.
I know I will. I just tell myself I won't. And then I do anyway.
You'll
Well,
probably do more than one.
It's sitting on my lap, all my yarn. I'm trying to finish off these 2 little balls before I start the beans. Oh. Because she
What
hasn't
is
started
Monkey?
pulling. Ooh, that's cool. That's a bag
like
with a
that.
gnome. I love that
That is
gnome.
cool looking.
Yeah, it is. She hasn't
Right,
started
you just-
pulling any numbers yet. She's just talking and showing
You're supposed to give a replay word, but I don't know if you did or not.
I don't know. I haven't been listening to. Somebody made that bag for her though.
That's cool.
That I do not need is project bags. I have too many of them.
She must be doing through Happy Mail or something then.
Yeah, she's still doing it. She's still looking at it.
I may never finish this blanket.
Yes, you will.
It's a single crochet grit stitch.
I have faith in you.
It's just taking a while because it's single crochet, and you know that takes a long time.
Right. John, did you hear that Lee got a new puppy?
Why? No, I didn't really, but good news. Can't replace an old puppy with, but you shouldn't replace a dog with a new dog. I'm just saying.
No, you just get
Not the
another
same
one,
thing.
not to replace them, just to have another one.
Companionship or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then you gotta retrain it.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know when something happens to Motorboat if I'll get another cat or not. Everybody's telling me I will, but you know, we'll see.
The tortoise.
Right.
No.
My husband keeps telling me that
No,
when Royce goes,
but
we'll get another beagle, and I'm like, then you get to train it because I trained this one.
but Joe, think about the cool outfits you can crochet for it, though.
If I really
I've
want
seen
to, I
tank.
could make cool outfits for Motorboat too, but once you put
Yeah, but
one on her, she just flops on her side and acts like she's handicapped and can't move.
Exactly. Whereas tortoises will just wear it because they don't even know it's there.
Ooh, I just heard thunder. Really loud.
Did it roll? Was the thunder rolling?
Yeah. I didn't think we were going to get any rain tonight. Oh, yeah, it is raining. Lovely.
Oh yeah. So when I left the shop last night, I went to the house and it was like sleet, snow and
Mhm.
rain at the same time. Right? I'm like, oh my god! And I got this morning, it was 4 inches of snow, wet,
We're not,
packed snow.
yeah, we're not supposed to get any snow. It's because it's way above freezing, but it says it's going to rain for the next hour, 100% chances. And then it starts dropping down to where there's nothing. So, but today it got to 54 degrees. Yesterday it got to 60.
We're supposed to be 60 on Friday.
Huh?
I think it was like 50 here today.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it
that's good.
was chilly though because there was a lot of wind today.
Yeah. I was outside and I just had a shirt on. I didn't even have a jacket on.
Oh, I hope you had a shirt on.
You have a bra on too?
Yes, I did.
It's not late enough.
Went out in her she went outside in her wet tank top. It was raining out. Just want to see what would happen.
No. Nope.
Ooh, it's
Maybe-
cold.
Maybe when I was a teenager, but not anymore.
Oh, I know. Your
Yeah,
son was-
skinny dipping as a teenager was way more fun than it was as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Ooh,
You
there's
think
thunder
so?
again.
I just get a bowl full of food. Really?
Yeah, that's
All right,
You've got all the cold.
here's a question. So you know that as a teenager and a young adult, you wouldn't think two thoughts about just parking somewhere and having fun,
Taken out.
right?
Yeah.
But as an adult,
There's
you
no
got to
way
make
back.
sure there's nobody around, right? It's harder to find places like that, right?
I don't know where you live,
know-
John. I never did
I'm
that.
at.
Are you kidding?
I would
What?
No,
never
but-
do such a thing.
But like as a teenager, a group of people never had, you guys never had a problem driving somewhere, finding a place to freaking just party, drink, and freaking skinny dip, right? But as an
Yeah.
adult, that's a lot harder to try and get the logistics down pat, so nobody's gonna find you at all.
True.
True.
Because everybody knows all
Even
the
though-
good things.
Well, yeah,
You care
exactly.
what
But
people see. You start to care what people can see.
but even though as adults we know we have our jacuzzis and our hot tubs in the backyard that we can always do that in, but we don't want to, right?
Speak for yourself. I'd love to
I'm
have
saying. Well, there ain't nothing better than hopping in the hot tub -40 outside and then just go rolling in the snow afterwards.
Yeah.
I
Lee-
actually would do that.
Lee, here in Kansas, we have a super short winter. So by the time you get into February, it's pretty much spring.
Yeah, it's not like that here.
We have very, very few cold days in past January. Oh, sorry.
Hey, John, this
Okay.
nurse,
Hey, Ann.
that naughty nurse.
What? No, what? Naughty nurse? What?
In Grotesquerie, that nurse is naughty.
Yes. Oh,
Very
oh, yeah. She's bad.
I was sitting here going, no.
I don't know. In Kansas here, Lee, we got 8 inches of snow, and it got way below zero here just a couple of weeks ago.
Greg wants to know, John, have you had your logistics down lately?
I know, but you gotta move.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, Greg?
Lee, that's how we ended up with Cashmere, or Cash for short. And he's 3. Well, he's not 3 anymore, but he's 5 now.
My puppy turned 3 yesterday. No, yes, 3 yesterday.
And now they like their cake.
They loved it.
Oh,
And their
they-
ice cream and their whipped cream. And then they hounded me for more because normally after dinner I make myself my loaded tea and I give each one of them 2 little squirts. Well, I made my tea and I didn't give them squirts, and they're like looking at me like, "How dare you not give it to us?" I'm like, "I just gave you cake, and ice cream, and whip." Yeah, they were so.
Oh, Dawn's live now too. I forgot about today being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the notification. Who the hell's live now that I have set up to notify me?
Yeah.
What about get down? No, now get down. Come on.
Well, it's funny because I didn't get Don's notification, but I got West Coast Granny's notification.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Portal Woodworks has just come in.
And it says what?
Hey Dave, how's it going, man? Hey Dave, how's it going?
Hey,
Well,
Dave.
it's only the beginning of the year. Relax, man. I got a whole 11 more months. I actually got to refine the picture unless Herb can resend it to me. But it will be a big ass battleship. I'm probably thinking probably at least 3 feet long. There's gonna be a
Well,
lot of
you know.
freaking detail in it, though.
What would
I
you
may have to
know?
layer it.
I'm almost half done with another square.
Oh, I told you you do at least more than one.
I didn't
know
even
what
think
she's
about it.
talking
I just picked it up and started it, and I'm like, I wasn't gonna do anymore.
Sure you weren't.
But Greg, what I meant was like it's a logistical nightmare to try and find a place, you know, as opposed to when we were teenagers where it was easy. You just park on some back alley. Now as an adult, you really can't do that because you might get caught by, for solicitation or something like that.
If you're married.
I'm not gonna enter
But-
into this conversation.
Then they just tell you to go home.
I'll choose not to.
You don't have a home to do
We
that.
can't
in?
go. Can't go home because that's where the wife is. Ha ha.
Take them with you. Keep it fresh.
Chook. I just answered it. Mishi's question.
I was going to say, wow, that's just out of the blue, and what I thought I glitched, and I missed part of the conversation.
She asked a question. She says, "What's that thing that you guys call beanies in Canada?" And I'm like, "A toque."
Dukes. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dave? Is everything good for you? Yo, healthy up again or what? Oh, did your brother replace your bike?
Hey, Dave, our motorcycle is going to be sold as soon as we find a buyer.
Oh, that's sad.
What's sad?
You're selling your motorcycle.
Well, that's because my husband can't, with his dementia, it scares him. He can't drive it anymore.
Well, why don't you hop on it and go?
What?
I said, why don't you hop on it and go?
It's huge. I can't. I can't.
Trade it in for a trike.
Actually, I want a 3-wheel bike, or I want a scooter that goes up to. I used to have one that went up to 40 miles an hour. I would
Get you
like to
a
have one that
moped.
goes higher. Well, I don't want a moped because I don't want to, because of my knee. But a scooter is just if you drive it on the roads, and it's not like a little push scooter. I'm talking like a motorcycle scooter type. I used to have one and I loved it. We sold it just before we moved here. I told Ron, I said, I want another one because I can go all over town. And I want one that will go a little bit faster so I can go on the highway if I want to.
Greg said you just ride, you don't have to carry it. But you learn how to balance it. I have seen some very little women on some very big bikes that do great.
I couldn't even touch the ground on either side of the bike. And if I was, I mean, my son, who is a lot bigger than me, can't even ride the bike. It is just
Well,
too big.
they do make training wheels for motorcycles.
Guys, I couldn't lift that bike if I laid it down for nothing.
That's why they make training wheels. That's why they make training wheels for them.
No, because then you can't.
But it gets
They're actually called drive assist wheels.
I know, but then you can't take the tight current turns.
Yeah, you can.
Not
Put
like you
shocks
can
on them.
without them.
Sell that one and get a smaller one.
If I sell that one, I'm getting a scooter. Because the scooter is what I love having, and I can run for weeks on one tank of gas.
It's a custom made trike.
No,
Larry, that's what my son is wanting, is one of those electric bikes.
I don't want an electric bike. I want an actual scooter.
Oh, get a pocket bike. Here you go. You can carry those things.
Nope. I want a scooter. I'll be able to ride it about 10 months out of the year. In Utah, I could only ride it, my scooter, like 5 months of the year because of the snow. See, my scooter topped out at 40, but I know there are some that will go as much as 80. And I don't need one that goes 80, but I'd like to get one that goes 65.
They make tracks and skids for skidoos for driving in the wintertime for motorcycles.
Well, I mean, I have my helmet and everything. I just need my scooter. A scooter.
I wouldn't mind having one of those electric bikes and just get out when I'm just me by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't often, but it happens sometimes. Especially nice.
I used to drive it to work, and then Ron didn't have to take me to work, and I had a basket on the back, and I carried a backpack so I could go to the store to get a few things. Plus, I had a compartment underneath my seat too. I love that thing. Oh, Dave. The thing is around here, to go anywhere that's away from my town, the speed limit is 65 miles an hour, so I could never take a scooter out of this town.
Later in the night. You've already got it in your system.
I used to have, it was a like gold, but I want a different color. I want a really cool one. I've seen some that have little things that goes over the top, so it has like a window, so you're kind of protected more from the bugs and stuff.
What, you don't like picking bugs out of your teeth?
Well, I have a helmet that covers my face. It's got a visor that goes all the way down, so I don't have that problem. But I just like the fact that if I was going 80 miles an hour, I'd like to have a little bit more protection than just my helmet.
My
visor.
dad tried to explain to my little brother that he wanted a helmet with a face shield. That's
Uh-huh.
you know, it's like we're inundated with bugs in the summertime. And
Yeah.
told him he didn't need it. And he was going down the road, and as he passed the house, he was going really fast, and he just smiled really big. And when he did, a bumblebee hit right in his mouth.
Ooh.
His lips were so swollen. He's not
Yeah.
allergic to him or anything. It was just the impact. He said it seriously felt like a huge man just punched him in the mouth.
Ouch.
And I was like, yeah, if you'd had a face shield, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Yes, she won it, Liz, at Jess's celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jess. So actually, Mike Kim, so Dancing with the Aardvarks, actually won it, and I contacted him, and he said, why don't you give it to somebody like Liz? So I contacted Liz and said, congratulations, Mike passed it on to you.
Good night, Lee.
Yeah, Jesse,
You
when do you want
bear a
something made by
margin.
John?
Well, I have a lot of long hair, so when I ride a motorcycle, first of all, I have to have a full
Oh
head
man, Jess, no,
helmet,
it'd
and
be a
then I
sign.
have
It'd be
to.
a sign. It'd be a sign that says. It'd be a sign that says the Crotch Goblins, and then have all the names of your kids. There you go. Let's see it. Like a birthday calendar memory thing.
You could put little hooks in the bottom of it, and she could have little medallions with their names on it and hang them hanging.
I've
What
said
are you talking about at Macy's?
Huh?
60 casualties. I want to see what they're talking about.
We're talking about yarn.
No, and the Black Hawk crashed into a plane.
Oh, that does happen sometimes.
At Reagan Airport. They're reporting 60 casualties.
Well, that's too bad.
Washington, D.C.
Did I miss?
Potomac River near Reagan Airport.
Did I?
What?
Did I miss something the other day? Because I know, like 2 days ago, there was a fatality at a bus drop off in Texas. And why did that not make big news? You guys hear about this?
about it.
No.
No.
Okay, so the father dropped his daughter off at the drop off lineup where you drop kids off in the lineup, right? So her coat got caught in the door, and he didn't see it, so he just kept pulling out like the way you're supposed to after kid drop off, and apparently she managed to wiggle herself out of it, and he ran her over.
Oh my God.
Instant
Oh, man, that
fatality.
I had a friend
And
when
so
I
it was his
ran over her 4-year-old because he got out of the house and got behind her car. That has got to be horrifying.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
But why didn't he wait for her to get up
It was
on the
his-
sidewalk or something away from the car?
his 8-year-old daughter.
That's too bad.
I don't know. Well, you know how they are, kid drop off and go, drop off and go.
Oh,
Right.
in this town, the people were slowing down in traffic, letting their kids out in the middle of traffic to run to the school until
That's
everybody
stupid.
had enough of it and told the mayors they needed cops down there and this needed to be stopped before it. I come close probably 10, 15 times to hitting kids that ran out in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So her name was Serenity Campos, 8-year-old elementary school in. It was last Friday morning in Borger, Texas.
Oh, that's so sad.
That's terrible.
Okay, Greg says desperate search for survivors after an American Airlines jet is down in a collision with a military chopper over DC.
Ouch, that's too bad.
All right, see, this is
Well,
why I
who's
don't
at
fly.
fault in that one?
You would think the
The
helicopter.
news is pretty depressing.
I don't listen to the news hardly ever. I mean, I only go to news for
The weather. That's all I want.
weather, and if I want to find something out, sometimes I'll go to Rumble and listen to people I can trust.
That is, yeah. I just, yeah, that friend of mine who did that, she never got over that.
Yeah.
That would, I feel for that father. I mean, I feel for the little girl, but I feel for the father too, because obviously it wasn't malicious. It was, he was just not attentive.
Yep.
They said there was 65 on the American Airlines and 15 to 17 on the Black Hawk,
Oh man.
and they're still searching.
Nice. I was getting ready to say, I hope you really wanted that to come off of there, and then I forgot.
Yeah, like,
Nom, 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 nom.
there's part 1 finished.
Part 2 to come.
No, I'll start part 2 right now.
Good, because I hate cliffhangers.
Yeah, well, the show you're watching is all cliffhangers.
Oh, don't tell me that. I'm already addicted, and I've only watched 2.5 episodes.
How many seasons is there?
I have no idea. That's
One.
John.
1. It's
What?
1 so far.
What? There's only
Oh.
one season.
Yes.
So far.
Talk me
He
into
said
so
watching
far.
a show. It's only one season.
He said so far.
I thought
Okay.
you'd be into it.
Yeah, that's how into it I already am, John.
Liz, why couldn't you have a shorter name like Jones? Well, I was thinking that while I'm cutting this whole thing out. I'm like, wow, man, Jones. Jones is a nice name.
And I see what you mean about changing your mind, and I almost did, and I was like, nah, that's a plot twist.
Here you go. There's part 1. There's the backer for it, and I'll do the front side. This is a lot more frilly detailed work.
Really? We like
Girly. It's girly. It's girly, Liz.
Oh,
She's a girl.
no.
naturally curly hair.
Oh.
And if you know, you know.
No. Back it up. Come on. Zach's in the kitchen eating. We'll follow him.
John, I have not seen one of those ashtrays since I was a kid.
Hey,
What else, Trish?
John, be glad she's not
The
using her
beanbag.
full name. Her full name is Elizabeth Ann Santabria.
Well, it's not that bad.
Well, yes, but it's Elizabeth a lot longer than Liz.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been Elizabeth Winifred.
This is
Eunice
true.
Santabria.
Cassiopeia Sembria. Yeah. Really. I had people trying to talk me into giving my kids 3 first names. I'm like, why would I do that to a child?
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? And I said, they're going to have to spell this for the rest of their life. Why would you? make it
The
hard?
worst. The worst thing is when you give them 3 different names and it has an acronym to it. That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's why I was not allowed to name Andrew William Andrew, because his initials would have been War.
Hmm. Well,
And
my
Zach almost had two middle names.
My
Almost.
husband's name, his initials spell red, and he's a redhead, so it works.
Yeah.
Okay, she's asking now if anybody does not have bingo numbers, so she must be getting ready to start doing them.
Oh, and Tanks tell her not to
Red
forget the
9.
replay.
Oh yeah, so she has
No, it's gonna be blue 34.
blue 34, blue 50. Wait a minute, I got them right here. Blue 59 or blue 34 or red 9.
Does she play this every week, or because I don't get into that
Yeah.
often.
Every Wednesday,
Yeah, you gotta. This is a
members level.
members. Yeah, you gotta be a member for this one. And I think Saturday mornings you have to be a member too.
Yeah, you do. But not Sunday.
I don't think she would. I don't think she gives away things on Saturdays.
Probably not.
It's just a
See,
sit back, relax, and chat and crochet.
Technically, I have 3 first names, but I was named after both my grandfathers. So does that really count?
Only if you want it to.
Yeah.
It's named after my dad's ex-girlfriend.
That would be horrible.
Yeah,
What?
that's why I was like 7 before I knew what my name was, because my mom always called me Marty.
Oh,
People looking at you, and they're like, "No." My sister was like, "No, Jimmy, that's not your name." I said, "That's what mom calls me." She said, "That's not your name."
why did Mimi just say Wichita, Kansas?
I don't know.
Night, Herb. Sleep well. Get better soon.
Sleep
missed
well.
Night, Herb.
Hey,
Good night,
Herb.
Herb.
Take care of yourself, man. Good seeing you, though.
You can go take a shower.
Well, I can if you want me to. You want me?
No, Zach. I think those are mine.
You want me to use soap?
J.D. Vance addressed the collision. Sherry finally got out of the hospital. She had,
Well,
to
that's
have,
good.
she had to have 3 or 4 stents put in her heart.
Oh, wow.
Is that the 16-year-old? Or is this somebody else?
It was Sherry Knowles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was still in the hospital last night.
Yeah.
I'm glad she got to go home. Hospital stuff. Oh, the flight was coming in from Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, okay. And it
Blue
was it crashed at Reagan Airport.
Let me look. Okay, let's see if I have any.
Beth said she had 5 sticks put in her head.
What?
She
I'll
said
mute
she
myself here.
and the collision was over the Potomac River.
She had 5 stents. Okay.
Thank you for the info, Beth.
Okay. Okay, here goes the first poll. 4 people were rescued so far. It's a red one. John, let's see if it's a 9. Let's see. Oh, it's a she. 38, red 38.
I do that quite often in other people's lives, Beth.
What's that?
Lurk. I just go in to hear, have some voices going on while I'm doing something.
Oh, I do that too. I'm
But I don't
always,
have time to talk.
I hardly ever am only in one live at a time. Or I'll be watching a video or movie or something while I'm in a video live.
I was going to try to do that here, but y'all will be able to hear it, and I don't want, since this is live. Lost John.
Uh-oh. Okay. You better hurry up and come. Oh. Hey. Okay, here comes in. I hope he does that she doesn't call his while he's gone.
He may not have even noticed because he was solid.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Red 72.
I think Bill has had a very relaxing vacation for once.
That's good.
It is good. He needed it. He's mostly read and listened to music, kicked back in his recliner, and honestly, I was happy to see it.
How did I get booted from my own show? Yeah.
Welcome back, John.
Welcome back.
We missed you immediately
Well, it was
too.
quiet. I'm like,
And
no, like
and
I
she's-
heard you guys talking about lurking, and I heard you guys say red 39.
Yep. But not yours yet. Or Joe's or mine.
We're supposed to get 1.5 inches of rain Friday, plus the snow melt.
Oh, it already stopped raining here.
So yes. No, that means my driveway will flood. We get that much rain. I have literally seen the water down up over top of my mailbox, where we had to go down and dig the sand out of our mailbox when the water went down,
Yeah.
which sucks because we got a plastic mailbox this time. Every time we get a metal one, it ends up rusting out because of that.
Mm. My mailbox is up on my porch by my front door, and I have a covered porch, so no moisture gets to it.
Oh no, they don't. Do they? I think right directly in town, they do door mail, but
Right.
out this way you have mailboxes out along the highway.
It's the same way here, but because I'm in town, I have them up on the house.
like,
But when I lived in,
Walk down, open the door, reach over, grab his mail, and go back to his apartment.
yeah, when I lived in Utah, nobody had their mailbox on their house. They had it out front, or they had it in a designated area where you had to have a key to open up your mailbox.
We did that only when we had the apartment, or when I was in the apartment. It was the mailboxes was in the parking lot.
Well, my daughter, she lives in a trailer park, and she has to go down around the corner to get to hers. And my other daughter, who lives in a townhome, has to go down the street and around the corner to get to hers.
Yeah, that's too far.
And when we bought our first house, it was down the street a couple houses. We had to go to a little area and use a key and get it in. But other than that, our mailboxes are right out by the street, at the end of the driveway, or on the house.
Well, what I don't understand is there's a row, like everybody that lives in my part of the road and then up Wickline Road, which is off of this one. All those houses, we have like a line of mailboxes at the highway. All the
Yeah.
other houses down have mailboxes in front of their houses.
Yeah. Joe, replay word is prayer or prayers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Zach's looking for allergy pills, and so am I. Like, no, he's got them somewhere. But they're not where I left them, so who knows? People tend to like to move things all the time here, so when you go to get it, you can't find it.
Mm-mm. That's a pretty cake. It's from Germany. That whoever there was Blue 97 won it. Unique, amazing stripes, I guess.
Oh, I haven't seen her for a while.
My nose itches. My allergies. Oh,
Yeah, so I'll get a hold of Willie tomorrow and ask him to pick up some non-drowsy allergy formula.
mm-hmm.
That way he can take it
Yeah.
even when he has to work.
Okay, she's trying to call another number.
It's quiet again.
We're all waiting for the number.
Mm-hmm.
Bated breath.
She stopped to look at. Tank was saying she had already won, so she accidentally put the ball in the wrong bag.
There is a term when I was a kid, and I would hear somebody say, and they was waiting with bated breath, and I just turned around, looked at my mom. I was like, "They ate worms." Because the only thing bait about that I knew about bait was fishing. I thought people ate worms to have bated breath.
Tank, do you have to yell?
I wish I could just speak to her and tell her she started doing the bingos for a couple of weeks and then she changed it, remember, and started over. But I'm not going to get in the middle of it. It's not my business.
She said they didn't start this list till July.
Yeah. Because, see, I won the very first poll that she ever did. And then it was like, then she was changing the number. She changed everybody's number and said that you could only win once. And I've won once since. So I won't be in this poll, but I could be in the monthly poll and on the wheel poll. Oh well. Welcome back, Greg.
Not a whole
What you
lot.
miss? I was cutting wood, Greg. You missed everything. Oh, what do you mean a lot? John's actually working.
You got the
What's a lot?
people that are keeping this info arguing with each other.
I know. It's like, come on, guys.
It was this bingo. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. I was like, oh my
Oh
God.
wait,
If I was a person that won, I'd say, just keep it and move on.
let me throw up
Right.
No.
let me throw up my Booker video for a sec here, guys.
Okay.
Hey, Jess.
Hello.
Hey, Jess.
Hello, Miss Connie and JoJo and Annie.
Hey,
Was it a brass pole? No, Greg, it wasn't.
Hmm.
Oh, John. Is it late enough? I think it's late enough. Hey, John.
Yes,
What's the
Annie.
difference between a peeping Tom? No, wait a minute. What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
One watches your. Yeah, I really can't say this on the air.
Go ahead, I dare you.
One snatches your watch.
The other watches.
Your snatch.
There you go.
See, we used to just leave it at the first line and let everybody else guess what the rest of it was.
Okay, so Mishi
See, I
just said,
was.
Mishi just
Mishi
said,
just said.
guys, I don't want to argue or fight over this. It's her life. She can just say, it's over, guys.
I would
It's
just
well,
say, hey,
you have
everybody's
it.
arguing. You've got 5 seconds, or I'll block you out.
Yeah.
So they learn to behave like adults instead of a bunch of little kids.
Well, they're her mods. Her mods are arguing.
Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
good
on
mod.
whether or not this number had been called before she had switched the rule to
Exactly.
one win. And they're like, it was on this bingo. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Oh, shut the hell
Doesn't
up.
matter. It's been changed.
Well, she just
You know,
stopped.
if
She's
I
like, I'm
won it,
done.
if I was a winner of that, I was just, it's not worth fighting over.
Yeah.
Draw somebody else. Don't care.
Right.
I'm getting aggravated with this yarn. I'm about to spank it.
The yarn?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making
What?
sure.
We're just
What?
making sure what you're thinking over there.
It's splitting like every third stitch. The yarn will start. This is why it wouldn't work in that knitting machine. That's why I kept getting hung up. This is very,
Right.
very splitty.
Yeah, you
And-
can't use splitty in the knitting machines.
Well, the thing is the other red heart that I put through it was fine. It's just this green. But I have never, even with a crochet hook, it's splitting.
Hmm.
And I tried like 5 different times on there and kept pulling it off because it didn't look right, because it kept dropping stitches. And when I
I've
say,
never known red heart to split like that.
I never had it split either.
and I've never had red heart split like this. So
Could
maybe
it be just a bad skein of it, maybe?
It
I don't
could be.
know. Because I've even crocheted with this color green before and have never had it split this bad.
It must just be the
This
skein.
particular skein, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But if it don't stop, I'm going to spank it, put it in the corner. Fine, I'll use a different color green. What does that look like?
She already did. Everybody saw it. It's there. saw it.
Exactly, Greg. Split ends. Only it's split through the middle.
Nessa is in here again tonight.
Isn't she usually?
She's been sick. She kind of backed away from YouTube for a while.
Mm.
She's pulling only one more. Well, she'll probably pull more, but maybe not. Yep, she's saying that's it. Just one.
Sounded like she needed a mod for the mods.
I
Yeah.
know. She finally had to say it. I'm done fighting.
She's nice to me because I would have said enough.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't stop, I'd be like, live over. Talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
I'd say, hopefully next time everybody can act like adults. You know?
Right. Well, Tank just said she says I ain't gonna write it anymore if people are gonna tell me I don't have it right.
Well,
Blue
see, like the thing
54.
is like
Blue 54.
it's
We're
nice
not blue
to
54.
everybody wants to go for the free stuff, but nobody wants to be nice about it. It's like, we're all adults. Like, just get over it.
Oh, Joe, you're blue 34. Blue 54 just won.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's Rita. And she's like, she already won. Are they gonna start arguing over this one now?
I don't know. Michi just shook her head. I don't know what's going on.
Yep, they're gonna argue over it again. She was pulling those numbers before, and she, yeah.
Excuse me.
Before you start arguing, is she even here?
Probably not. And Tank is like saying, we did not do the papers before. They did not start keeping track until she said you can only get one win. How? Yes, 99. So Sherry and Tank are arguing.
Oh, wow.
Don Aaron's like, they need to drop it and stop.
Yeah.
I'm missing it.
Mm-hmm. She said it. Don Aaron said it in big letters. They need to drop it and stop it. They do. She's there now.
Yeah, but she already moved on to another number.
I know.
Yeah. Now, when I did that and came in late, and she had just pulled another number, she said I was too late.
Yeah. And they're starting to say it again. Well, she already won before. Just now it's Mimi's part of saying it. Rita won before. Rita won before. Rita won
Yeah.
before.
Mimi says Rita said she won before.
Yeah, but Sherry said Rita won before.
Mm.
And then she says, I remembered I joined on your birthday, and that day I won. Yes,
What do we
it was
watch?
March. It was a long time before.
Yeah.
It's almost a year ago.
We're watching Mishi's member show.
Yeah, so they're all saying she won before. Yeah, in March.
Well, they're watching Mishi's member show.
Right, and we're discussing it.
And I need to know what's going on, so I gotta go subscribe.
Well, she's just about done. She said that was her last pull for tonight.
Huh, Nana?
Well, yeah,
So I've been meaning
because-
to get back over
because
there
of
and
everything's
reach
going
out
on.
to her. So.
Yeah, she's
And
well.
Cynthia
She's
says
also been on there for 2 hours.
Cynthia Joyful Creations, she just posted in there. I don't understand why as a grown people we act so ugly to our sweet
Hey,
Mishi,
Mona.
who
Yeah.
gives away so much and
And
so
be joyful.
generously. Be kind, be joyful.
Hey, Mona.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, guys, she could just say, "Forget it. I ain't giving you guys anything anymore."
Hmm. And how many people do you think would show up? Not that many.
I know.
That's the same with Dee's Creative Hands. That's where she
Yeah.
gets her people come in.
Right.
Because she gives away all the time.
Right.
Yeah, well, that word giveaway is what draws everybody in, right?
You just went and became a member? You just now became a member, Jessica?
No, she's been a member.
Oh, and she just says I'm a new member.
Oh,
So I
maybe. Oh, she was a member and then she became a member again.
She renewed it.
Yeah, so she already has a number.
I'm looking. I'm gonna look with her.
Red 89.
Yep, Red 89.
That's what I was thinking. Red 89. Did she say it?
No,
Denise
we're still
Crochet.
looking.
Other
They said
people
it's on
keep track
chat.
too.
Damn.
And Don Aaron says yes, Red 89.
Yep, she picks a bunch out of the ones that's already won. She puts it in the end of the month bag, and at the end of the month she pulls one win or a few
Okay.
wins. I don't know. Sometimes she does like 5 or 6.
Okay. I know I got
Pammy just said, "OMG, I'm out of here. Too much drama. Bye, all. Love you, Mishi." Mishi needs to talk to her mods.
Mhm.
There's too many mods in there.
Well, there's too many mods, and then they've got personalities that sometimes can conflict.
Clash.
Tank doesn't conflict with anybody. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh,
Put in her, who had an argument? Which argument are you talking about? Number 1 or number 2?
Right. She should be embarrassed to do that in her life. So
Right?
They should be embarrassed to act that way, period.
Huh?
They should be embarrassed to act that way, period.
Well, exactly. It's not even their life. And they're sitting there arguing with her. Okay, I'm done watching it.
Yeah.
Let temps dropping quick.
I agree with you, Beth. Greg says, Beth's dad in my toolbox. Okay, I'm done with another one, and I'm not going to start another one.
Mm-hmm.
Take the yarn out of my hands.
Sure.
Still got a half hour left.
Ah,
She's
No.
gonna be sitting here talking. She's gonna reach over there, snag it, and start another one.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to.
Put it far away so you don't get it.
No,
That's-
there's not
that's-
anywhere I can do that.
That
I'm
you
just
can nudge and roll it just out of reach.
Well, I'm putting everything away. I'm putting my crochet hook away, putting the scissors away. So maybe I won't.
You're no fun.
I know.
She needed a box wrench, Greg.
I've already done 2 more than I was going to do tonight. My
Does
stack
anybody
is starting
else
to
think
get really
I'll get a
tall.
box wrench is round?
Let's see, how many do I have? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 16 I've done since yesterday.
What?
Hmm?
Crazy.
Yep. Not even half done yet.
Beth, why are you cleaning people's pillboxes? What are we doing?
Say what?
Auntie Beth is cleaning Greg's toolbox, it looks like.
Oh, they're
Taking
talking
wrenches
about
away.
wrenches.
About this, she
For-
should take wrenches away.
Yeah. For mod wrenches.
Anybody want a bite?
Mm-mm.
Depends on what it is. Or who.
The fact that there had to be clarification.
Yes.
Got a little bit of steak, got a little bit of salad, and some broccoli cheddar noodles.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, here we go.
Yum.
That's pretty good.
You should make homemade steak sauce to go with that.
Got homemade steak sauce.
Greg says, bite me. That looks yummy.
Okay, Jessica, I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a question, just a sample of what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Okay.
How can 8 plus 8 equal 4?
I don't know, Miss Connie. How can 8 plus 8 equal 4?
When you think in terms of time, 8 a.m. plus 8 hours equals 4 o'clock.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. So we're
It's
really gonna have to think
just
outside of
creepy.
the box. That's outside of the
Yes.
box.
Yes. On
Okay.
these ones, you will. Now, there's other ones that are different. I have true and false ones, and then I have a couple of other different kinds. So, yeah, we're going to be switching around.
Okay. Can we have
And
partners?
no, how it's going to happen, I could do that if we have enough people. But how it's going to happen is whoever wins, they go on the wheel, and then I'm going to be drawing like 5 or 6 winners off the wheel.
Okay.
So I don't know
Okay.
if we'll like it where you could talk to each other, to figure things out. I think you could do that.
Okay.
It's in a live. I'm not sure how that would work,
Right.
but you would have to actually have an open chat with those people to discuss it.
Right. Almost would have to have, yeah, like Messenger or something.
Mm-hmm. And then it has that, and you'd have to be fast at it anyway. So everyone, like John, he figured out a couple of them, and so did Annie really fast. So I gave them other sample ones earlier. So I've got hundreds of questions.
Annie, we're on a team. You hear that?
Oh, that's awesome.
How you doing, Jess?
But
How are you doing?
wonderful. Fabulous. Great. Great. I have food and I didn't have to cook it. So even better. And look, it's all pretty, or it's not done because there's still quite a bit to go through. But
Okay,
so
I
I
have
got
one more. I have one more question. Anyone can answer this. What fastens 2 people yet touches only one? Not necessarily, Beth.
Seatbelt.
What?
Seatbelt.
No.
okay. Repeat that again. My brain stopped. I squirreled.
What? Okay. What fastens 2 people yet touches only one?
Wedding ring. I'm with Beth.
Yes. Yes, Beth is right. It's a wedding ring.
Well, see, I was thinking that, but I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense though.
Oh,
Because
whatever. No, you weren't. Whatever. No, you weren't.
because
No,
you
you
each have.
weren't. Oh my gosh. No, you weren't.
Fine, I was.
Okay, I'm teasing.
Get
See,
back to your
Beth,
yarn.
if we had been
Me.
playing, you would have won.
So, anywho, this middle shelf is all acrylic. Jumbo Bernat. Actually, almost all the top shelf is Bernat, except that cluster of the what looks to be red on here, but it's orange and yellows. My plethora of homespun that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Joe wants that. I know she does.
And I still have, I know I have 4 more because I try to give them in a mystery bag that I had prepackaged for the month of November's bingo winnings. Well, Joe's son, Zach, had 1. Well, it happened to have 4 of the homespun in it. that she had given me to use for donation, to use for giveaways. So that needs to be added to it. And then back here in the far back in the bag is all dollar store yarn. But I have a whole ton of cotton.
Where's all your thread at? When you're being behind you, right?
That's all Red Heart. That's all cotton. All fancy smancy weird stuff. So yeah, there's reasons why I didn't go to bed until like 4 in the morning. I'm like, I'm almost done. 2 hours later, really, I'm almost done. That's what I kept telling myself. And then yeah, this bin is thread. There's thread over there. Plus, well, there's still 4 totes on the other side of this wall. And then there's a container of my fancy yarn that a lot of this is the Unforgettable and the Boutique and loops and thread facets in this one. But look, it looks a lot better. It's still not done, but
So neat. Tidy.
I had to figure out what I had before I went to go give away something that I may not wanted to. Because I thought, you know, it'd be like, oh, I can give this away because I think I have like 5 other ones. So this way I can actually, I have a little bit of an idea of what I have. Except for the 3 totes of, what do you call them? Remnant. But futuristically, I would like to get the Temu version of the Stanwood Swift and ball binder and a yardage counter, and then I would like to make my own little cakes like everybody's been kind of doing in the YouTube world. But yeah, at least looks a little bit better. I can see what I have.
It does make it easier when you can just glance and see your colors and say and textures.
And like that stuff here, JoJo gave to me. There's 4 of the Bernat. It's funky yarn. It's amazing yarn. I know it's a wood show and I'm talking yarn. But then there's another cakey up there that's going to go with it. I can't wait to make a blanket. Like, I'm really excited to make a blanket. I didn't realize that those colors were very, very pretty. And Joe, look, I got some puzzle yarn up there.
Puzzle yarn.
Uh-huh. I think all the basic colors, though.
That got her attention.
I don't know. It's the green stuff, whatever the green stuff color is, the mint sea color, and then purple and blue, and then it looks like a copper and beige colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Puzzle is great yarn. It's awesome to work with.
That one might look better.
But Jess doesn't like working with puzzle yarn.
No. I don't like me. I'm going with that. It doesn't like me.
Oh, I love it. I like to work that when I'm working bulky yarns. That's what I go get.
Now, for it being, what is it, a 5 weight, Joe?
That's what they say. It's actually like a thicker 4.
Yeah, it's not a
I don't
bad
I don't I
bulky
don't think
all.
it's a I don't think it's a 5 weight.
I don't know. I guess it's not bad to work with. I'm just not a fan of the randomness of it. The colors are pretty. We've got real pretty colors.
Yeah, they have some good colors.
Greg, what are we doing? Oh, what am I doing? I'm pressing buttons.
I
Greg's
wish
got a
our
question.
Walmart would carry the solid colors of puzzle.
Somebody needs to take Greg's keyboard away from him. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better. I can't wait to see in the remnants. And actually, I can't wait to see all the cotton that I actually have now that it's all in one spot. And then
You're
ever
gonna
since,
you're gonna have to
go ahead,
start
Joe.
sitting there and crocheting because you've got way too much yarn, and you keep getting more yarn, but you're not using any.
Well, no, that's why I did the auction, and then I also have some mystery boxes to put together. And I'm really sad.
Don't buy any more yarn. You don't need it. To
I will
use up
after I
what you got.
Joe, but Joe. Okay, so Joe. But for real, okay, hear me out. Everybody, hear me out. Okay, I know I have yarn, right? I have yarn. I have a little bit of yarn, a little bit, but like I have a mystery box that I have to do that's all acrylic, which that's going to be like a substantial box ish. So that's going to deplete a little bit of the acrylic line. And then I have one, let's see, Ivy has won a mystery box over the weekend. Annie won January's bingo mystery box. Jennifer won the first bingo over the weekend's mystery box. Tracy won the second bingo mystery box. Wanda won the second January bingo. I had a random request for a $15 mystery box. So I got to share my yarn. Long story short, I agreed to share my yarn. But now that I've actually separated to see what kind of yarn I have, I'm like, I don't want to share my yarn. Like some of the stuff I'm okay. Like, okay, I'm not attached to it. But all of the stuff that, Joe, you've given me, I've already got put up in.
Donate it. Put those yarns in your mystery boxes.
Yeah, there's some. I'm sharing. I've shared a lot.
I gave you
I've
how
shared a
many
lot.
bags?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, well, there's plenty there to make up some mystery boxes.
Oh, I know. How do you think the bingo winners have won the bingos, and all the other mystery boxes have been able to happen? And I've been able to offer donated mystery boxes. Oh, there's another homespun back there. So Jojo, why aren't you a fan of the homespun?
This is bumpy. I like bumpy yarn.
It's not
I
really
like.
bumpy.
Yeah, yes, it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's bumpy yarn.
It's got texture.
It's bumpy. Just like that cotton crap I gave you. It's got the bumpy.
Yeah, the cotton, all the cotton's in there. Yeah, no, this. Hold on. I still can't wait to use it. This one.
It's got the bumpies.
Look at those colors. Ooh, hold on. It's focused. There it goes. They're not really.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
I've worked with it. Yes, it's bumpy.
It's so soft. Soft summer stripe.
You've got so much yarn you could make up 100 mystery boxes.
I couldn't. Not that. No. Okay. So. Okay.
Oh, Greg. Greg, you're still missing something though, because that doesn't add up.
No, my word.
Oh yeah, it does.
So
Never mind.
Jojo. The thing is yes, I have yarn and I have yarn to share, and I'm sharing a lot. Even, well, I don't know if I shared it in your yarn. I shared yarn. I just don't know if I shared your yarn. And that's the thing. You gave me really good yarn, and I'm sharing some of it. A lot of it.
You shared that bumpy crap with John.
Oh no, I've shared a whole bunch of your stuff.
But you also gave him that other stuff with 2 cakes.
And I'm
Like cupcake yarn, I think.
I don't remember if I'm pretty sure Mona probably got some of your yarn. And then any of the other, Mateo, I know, has gotten your yarn. Anybody that's won in the last, since you've given it to me, anybody that's won any mystery boxes has gotten some of your yarn. I've shared.
I don't like Rocky Road ice cream because there's nuts in it.
I love Rocky Road. That is my favorite. I had some tonight, and last night, and the night before, and every night for the last couple of years. Almost, except for when I'm in Utah, I don't get it.
But yeah, I made a little dent in the yarn.
Guys, I'm gonna head out. Need to get things taken care of so I can go to bed.
All
Have
right,
a great
you have a
evening.
good night.
All right, we'll see you guys all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
We will see you.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye. See you tomorrow.
Jesse? Jesse, yes.
Yep.
Jess.
Jesse. Okay.
Well, I had to make a change on the blanket because the pink y'all picked out, while it would look good, I only have one skein. And I don't know where I got it or who I got it from. So I don't know how to replace it because
We get it.
that shade. So I'm one with Big Twist magenta, which is almost the exact same color. which is
Okay.
Okay.
because I know I can go to Michael's and get more of this. Or was it Joanne? Who's got the big twig?
Joanne. It's
All right,
Joanne.
well, shoot. I'll make it work. Oh, I could do one end and one side in the magenta, and do the other end and the other side in that shocking pink. Make it look like I did it on purpose. Because I decided I'm just going to use it for the border. Although one scheme might be enough for the border.
Yeah, should be. If you got a giant, I don't know, it'd have to be a pretty damn
Oh,
big.
I'm not making it. It's not going to be real big.
Did I hear that we're running for the border?
You might be. I'm not. I ain't running anywhere.
Yeah, I avoid running whenever I can. Got tired of the black eyes.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Busted lips, you know.
Does that have a smoke? Ugh.
I wanted to finish up this game tonight, but I think it's going to be tomorrow before I get finished with it. I shall pop in Grotescuaries again and watch people like crochet. Actually, it's a good crocheting show.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you like it. I enjoyed it.
Well, I will be the first to admit that when it comes to movies or TVs, I am very hard to please. And if I don't like the first 15 minutes, I'll quit watching it.
Just because of I told you about the first opening scene of it, right? It's like, wow.
Yeah, it grabbed me. Very first scene, it grabbed me. I need to take those back in the living room because I keep forgetting.
How do you spell that anyway, that show? Rote.
Honestly, I Googled it when I typed it in because I couldn't figure out how to spell it.
GROTES.
GROTESQUERIE. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's not on here on our Netflix. Let's see if this is on any. Where to watch? Oh, it cost on Amazon Prime.
Well, it's I wonder when I think they said the new season starts sometime in February. I think that's what they said on the commercial. I already turned the TV off because when I get off here, I'm gonna go to bed probably. True enough, Greg. Says we're watching John. What else do you want? Or what more could you want?
Right, what did he say?
That's what Greg said. I think that was in about me hard to please when it comes to TV shows and movies. I just want something that's going to hold my interest. But granted, there are movies that I will turn on just because I've seen them so many times I don't actually have to look at the movie when I'm working on something. Just for background noise. Nice. Hey, John. Don't forget to
Yes.
stretch your hands.
What?
I said, don't forget to stretch your hands. It looks like you're using your hands just as much as you do when you crochet. Don't forget the hand stretches.
Yeah,
Healthy,
whatever.
healthy hands, healthy heart. Greg says, very frilly, John.
Really?
Frilly.
Really? That's a fun word to say. Really?
That's kind of like no idea.
No idea. Seen that ever.
I got no idea.
I got no idea.
It says you can watch that thing on Disney Plus.
Really? Now
What
that's
it said. That's what it said.
I'll have to check and see if it's on. I'm just going to keep it on there, though, because it'll probably throw me back to the beginning.
Weird.
Ears are itching. Somebody's talking about me. Hope they're having fun.
Not I. Just fun.
That's what I always heard when I was growing up. If your ears itch, it means somebody's talking about you. Oh, well, if they're talking about me, they're not talking about somebody else. Mm-hmm. Well, that wasn't pleasant.
Let's see, it says Amazon Prime too.
I don't think I looked on Prime.
It's because they have Sandor's Green Box, Midnight Pulp, Cineverse, and you have trials to do.
Oh, okay.
That's the movie.
There's a movie by the same name?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Now I have to go find the movie.
It's a sadistic physician kidnaps and tortures a young couple, forcing them into a game.
Sounds fun. Yep, gotta find that movie.
More purchase options. So you rent the movie for $4. Hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep, that's pretty.
Now this is gonna have a backer on it, and I'll raise this off. Ooh, like that. So it'll stand out. Well, this is what Liz said. Oh, can I have live life to the fullest on it? It's your. I can do what you want. There you go, Liz.
I like it. That looks
And then we'll
good.
have a natural wood base on it,
Give me a song.
like just a stand here. Look at this.
What was the name of it?
I don't remember. I read it. I remember the song. I don't remember the name either.
Like that.
Not right offhand, but if I heard a song, I might.
That
Yeah.
looks awesome.
I love Raw Edgewood. I think
So
it
do
gives
I.
a lot of interest.
Here we go.
There you go.
Woo! I don't know. I'm giving myself a bad reputation on my finishing projects off in one show.
Oxygen. It's a song.
Love is like oxygen.
It's a song they're singing. Yeah, I don't remember the song. I don't
Oh, no.
remember it.
No. Doesn't sound familiar.
So, anybody else got any questions or comments or anything? Let me know. Let me know.
Sean, I'm a redhead. I have endless comments. Some of them are just not meant to be heard.
Some of them you can keep to yourself there, Annie. Just saying.
Yes, Larry, I liked both of those movies.
But did the river actually run through it though?
Well, it meandered. It didn't really run.
And were they really legends or were they just, wives' tales?
No, they just fell.
Alrighty.
They fell
So-
short.
Join us tomorrow. Connie's going live, and then tomorrow night Connie goes live. Big go on Friday night. Anything else? Anything else? I'm doing fine, Mona. How are you doing?
Hey, Mona. Great
Oh, no.
life, John. It's medication time, and I'm getting tired. Great job, Liz says.
Thanks, Liz. I'll finish it up, and I'll show. Well, I got to finish Lydia's first, then I'll finish Liz and Lydia.
Right,
Lydia
Liz.
and Liz. I'll finish Lydia's first, and then I'll finish Liz's up, and then we got to draw for tomorrow on Friday night. We got to draw for January. Woo! There you go. See, this is called my make work project shows. So take care, everybody, then, and join Connie live tomorrow night at 7 Central.
How are you?
And then Friday night, we'll be doing bingo as well. And we'll be doing a draw for that one as well for January month. And so take care, have fun, and we'll see you all later. Should we wait for Jess to come back and say goodbye? Or
There she's back.
Bye, everyone.
Night,
goodbye,
everybody.
everybody. Take care.